started. I'm going to start with the stability. Everybody mute. And thank you guys for coming at this hour. I know this week and next week are a little bit crazy, but I'm working with you as best I can. So here we are. If you're watching this video, it's Friday at 4:30. Take your pinky side of your hands onto your ball. And Ro, you can do this. You can probably do this kneeling to start. Walk your hands forward and then lean forward, pushing your ball, your forearms on the ball. Watch that your back doesn't arch or collapse or hunch. So come out with a straight from head to tailbone and then come back in. All right? So Karen, with your new mat, it should be really cushy under your knees. Roll forward, and if you want that mat, I got you 15% off of it now. Karen got it before I was back on the gang here. Come back in and out. And reach out. Come back in. Stretch it out. I mean, we might as well hit right into the core. 3 more here. 2 more. We're going to also do some warming up. 1 more. I mean, this is a warm-up. It's also an exercise. Come back in. Now, just my water bottle. Step your right foot outside your right, the right side of the ball, and go back to the pinky side of your hands and reach the ball forward. As you do that, hug your hips in. You can do this in a standing position or fold as much as you need to. And then roll yourself back up to sitting up nice and tall. So now your shoulders are over your hip and over your knee. And then hinge forward, reach forward. Come back up all the way in. We'll do that just one more time. When you're out there, start to roll the ball in circles. So just move the ball in some circles. And then reverse the circles. Stay in your core strength here. And 1, keep your arms out in front and begin to straighten your front leg. Fold in the center. Pull the right hip back. Left toes can be up or down, you choose. And then keep the pinky edges of the fingers down as you roll the ball back up. And then come back to your knees and switch legs. Left leg forward. Get the leg forward enough that the knee will eventually go over the ankle and that you're not sitting on top of your right knee. Pinky edges on the ball and roll forward just 3 times and a roll out, but with a supported roll out. Come back in. 2. Good. And one more time, stay out. Well, everybody had it. Rosemary and I have the purple. And then roll your ball 3 in one direction. Everybody else has the next red ball. And reverse it. Come back to the center and straighten your front leg and fold over it. And then round your spine, come back in as you bend your knee. Send the left leg back to the right leg. Both knees on the floor, or however you're doing this. Pinky edges to the ball. So the ball starts right up against your thighs, then we roll it out. So come forward, roll out to your forearms. Come back. Go as far as you can go that you can bring it back in, right? If you go too far and you can't bring it back in and you collapse, that's no fun. I'm going to walk back a little bit so you can see me better. Roll it out. Come back in. Roll it out. Come back in. 2 more times. Now on this last one, we're going to stay out. And like we did with the ball, with our legs, now just make circles on the ball in one direction. Don't collapse your spine and reverse the circles in the other direction. Come back center, child's pose. Step your right leg, come back to your hands and knees, step your right leg outside. Roll the ball forward again, you don't have to be on the pinky side. And stretch your right arm back and open up. Take the ball with your left hand and push it a little bit more to the left side. So open up the shoulders, chest, hug the right hip into the center. Reach a little bit longer with your right arm behind you. And then exhale, hands down, straighten the front leg. Ball is back to the center. Inhale, come back up, switch legs. Right leg goes back, left leg goes forward. Good. Roll the ball forward. Keep the right hand down, open up the left arm, and pull the ball over to the right side a little bit. So you're going to feel, you're going to feel your core strengthening here, or working. Open up a little wider with your left arm. Then return to the center. moves to the center, straighten your front leg. And come on back up. Roll it up, both knees on the ball. And then let's just sit back into a child's pose, open your knees wide. Sit on your heels. Keep the arms elevated, so don't collapse into your shoulders and your chest. Stay energized through the arms. Press firmly down through the ball so you'll feel some activity in your body. Walk over to the right side. So you keep your left arm on the ball and take the right arm over to the left side. And just do a nice little twist here. Keep rolling the ball more to the right. One more breath. Then return to the center. Walk over to the left side. Keep the right arm on the ball. Take the left arm underneath and roll the ball a little bit more to the left. Come on back to center. Child's pose. And then come all the way up. Alright, let's do a couple cat-cows here. So take your arms so that your body, your back is flat like a table. And then as you round the spine, the ball comes in a little bit and then extends out. And come back in, round and curl. And extend out. 2 more times. Extend out 1 more time. And back to your neutral position. Come on back up to standing. Now, if you want to have some weights, we're going to do some bridging, but we're going to do it from the floor. So it'll be like a squat. You can put a weight on your pelvis or not. What you're going to do is you're going to sit on the ball, or you're going to sit on the floor and put your back on the ball. So either way, come down and get your seat on the floor. Again, if you want to weight at your pelvis, that's fine. Put the weight on your pelvis. Right now, my knees are pretty much over my ankles. If you want to roll them forward a little bit more, so you get a little bit more hamstring. Your head and your back are supported by the ball. What you're not going to do, let's do a glamour don't first. You're not going to come up and roll back. Okay? All you're going to do is lift your hips up and down. So it's a bridge. Right? You could do this the opposite way with your feet on the ball. We may do that later, but I'm just, for any reason this isn't working for you. If you're not holding a weight, take your arms in the air right over your shoulders. Push down through your feet, lift your hips up, squeeze your glutes, and then lower your hips. So again, don't roll the ball, just lift your hips. All the way up, 1, all the way down, good. 2. So this is a nice way to do a squat without really having to put so much excessive pressure in your knees. So for those of you with knee situations. 4, you're going to hold it up when we get to 8. There's 4 more. 4, 3, 2 more. And this last one you're going to hold up. Stretch up. Walk the arms or reach the arms behind you. Begin to straighten your legs. And just stretch over the ball backwards if it feels okay for your body. I could sit here all day. Good. Now bend your knees. Come back. Lift your torso up. And if you can, I don't care how you do it, just put yourself up on the ball to sit. Right? It doesn't matter how you do it right now. You don't need any weights right there. Aren't you glad that you're not on the camera? All right. It's not the most graceful sometimes. So now I'm going to find a place where my feet don't slide. I might have to go against my waist here. So you want to put your feet somewhere that they won't slide. All right? They can go against the wall. They can stay on your floor, but my mat and my floor happen to slide. So I'm sitting towards the front edge of the ball. My hands are coming behind my head or across my shoulders. Lean back about 3/4 of the way and then come up. And again, what you're not doing, you're not pushing the ball back and forth. All you're doing a crunch. Now we do this all the time, right? Without even having to have that conversation. So keep crunching. Hands are either across your chest or behind your head for this first set. You got 4 more of these. 3, remember adding the ball, of course, adds a little bit of instability. Hold it up on 1. Now rotate yourself to the right. Lean back through the center, come back up, rotate to the center. Stay on the same side. Turn to the right, lean back, come up, turn to the front. Lean to the right, come down. So you're not fully flat on your back. Come back into the center. Lean right, come down, but you get a nice oblique twist. Come back to center. Lean right, come back, sit up, come to center. Let's do one more. Lean right, come back, sit up, come back to center. Same thing to the left. Twist, lower, up, forward. Twist, lower, don't move the ball, up, forward. Twist, lower, up, forward. Twist, lower, up, forward. One more time. Twist, lower, up, forward. Now stretch your legs out. Just fold over your legs. All right, roll yourself up to standing. Take yourself up and take a single heavy weight in your right hand. Single heavy weight. So, you can do this on the floor, on a knee, if you'd like. All right. Take your left hand on the, so face front. I'll face front this way, as if this were the front, right? So that the ball is between your two sides. And then roll the ball out in front of you so your back is flat, like you're on a bench. Or you're on your bench. All right, right arm holds the weight. 10 rows, let's go. 10, 9, knees are bent. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Stand up. I think I was trying to say adding the ball adds a dimension of instability, which then fires up your core a whole different way. All right, walk the ball out. Back flat, knees bent. 10 on this side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, one more, up. Good. All right, have a seat on the ball. So, again, find a place where you won't slide. Heavy weight, one arm. Put your right arm on the inside, your tricep, on the inside of your thigh. So you're not going to be lifting the arm away from the leg. You're going to be bending and straightening the elbow, right? So heavy weight in the right hand. If you need a little assistance, you can just put a little pressure, gentle little touch, very tactile, small tactile touch. All right, otherwise, let's go. 10. We got 10, 9. Try to get your tricep all the way on the inside. 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can put the weight down, sit up, take your left arm on the inside, all the way down to the tricep, pick up the weight, 3, 2, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your weight down. We're going to go back to the bridges or the squats. Okay, so if you want to take that weight with you in your pelvis, that is fine. We're back to the beginning. Well, not the beginning, but this set. Okay? So again, I'm going to put my feet against a more stable surface here. And, oh, that's not the one I needed stability for. Never mind. Come down to the floor. Rest your head and back on the ball. If you want more hamstrings, walk your feet forward. Remember that we're not rolling back on the ball at this point. We're going up and down. All right, in 3, 2, arms up. 1. Lift up. I'm going to go back and down. Lift up and down. Now, see, for those of you who can, go all the way down to the floor and let go, right? And 5. Go all the way down, let go. 6, there you go. So think of it like coming up off a chair. 7, 8, 9, we're gonna hold up 10, 10, good, take your arms over your head, stretch your legs straight and just do a nice opening up at the front of the hip, back bend. And then bring yourself up to sitting, take the ball, this is where I needed a little bit of stability, so I'm gonna move myself a little closer to something that I can brace myself against. Hands behind the head, hands across the shoulders, or arms by your ears. You choose. All right, I'm just gonna stick with this. All right, let's lean back all the way, about 3/4 of the way down. 3, 2, go. 10, remember the ball's not moving. 9, 8, no, Siri, no, I'm not talking to you. 7, just so you know, actually it's 8. 6, 5, 4, now listen, we're going to do it a little differently this time. 3, 2, 1. Now, come back down, come up, and as you come up, rotate. Come back down. Let's just go side to side. Come up and then rotate. And down. Come up and rotate. And down. And 4. And down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and come back up and just fold over your legs. Let go. Alrighty, roll up through your spine. Come up to standing, starting with our rows. Left hand on the ball, right hand holds the weight. Your back is flat, knees are bent. Roll the ball forward. In 3, 2, go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, one more, put it down, switch hands, 3, 2, go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, one more, 1. Good. Come up. Notice how I just did that, sit on the ball. All right. Right hand on the inside of your thigh, palm open, concentration curls. 3, 2, go. 10, 9, 8, 7. By the way, if this is easy, get a heavy weight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the weight down. Change sides. Left arm in 3, 2, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, one more, 1. Good. All right. Sit up. Give yourself a little spinal twist here. It might feel nice to each side. Okay. We're going to go into perhaps a lighter set of weights. You're going to want to sit your hips a little bit more forward and rest your chest completely on your thighs. So you're going to need 2 weights. You might want to go lower. If you think that you can go heavier, you'll change it up, right? So we're going to be doing rear delts. That gives you an idea. Legs out, chest on your thighs. We're not going to come up and down. We're going to hold our chest onto our thighs. So the arms are going to come down right underneath you. Abs in tight. Push through your feet. In 3, 2, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, everyone looks great. 2, one more. 1, sit up. Good. Take those weights, sit up tall to your shoulders. and press overhead in 3, 2, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, nice, 2, all the way down, one more, and down. All right, bring the weights down. So now, you're gonna lay back on your back. Just trying to find the right feet the most stable. On your back, hips up, arms up over your chest. We're gonna rock over to the right side, bring the left hip over the right side, and come back to center, and over to the other side, and back to center, okay? So the hips are off the ball, the torso goes side to side. We'll start in 3, 2, go. 1, back to center, other side. 2, so your hips are rotating. 3, I just want to see you. Good. 4, good. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and done. All right, bring yourself up comfortably, carefully. Grab some water. We're gonna do that again. Bent over, rear delts. Take your medium set of weights, or maybe heavy. Okay? So I give you suggestions, but you don't have to follow them. Sit closer to the edge of the ball so that your weights have a place to go, not hitting the ball. All right, here we go. Glue your belly onto your thighs. In 3, 2, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, one more. Sit up. Weights to your shoulders. So again, choose the weights that you want to use. You can always go for a single weight as well. Weights at your shoulders, palms press in or out. 3, 2, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, one more. Good. Put the weights down. Just move them out of your way for a second. Lay back on the ball. Hips off or glutes off. Arms over the shoulders. Lift your glutes up nice and strong. And let's roll 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And come back. Oh, can we just do this again? And can I see you like tomorrow after? I'm going to stay here for a night. It feels so good. All right. All right, we'll come out of it. Come on up. Come down to your hands and knees again. And we're going to fold over the ball for a moment. All right. So, again, you're going to want your feet stable. Take your feet a little bit wider. Let's just do one arm at a time. So take a moderate to a heavy weight. Similar to what we just did, we'll call it a preacher curl though. All right, so the right arm's gonna hold the weight. If you need to assist your hand anywhere, it's light, right? You don't pull your wrist, you just kind of tap it, all right? Otherwise, keep your right hand on your right bicep, left hand on your right bicep. Let's curl. 3, 2, go. 10, 9. So there really is no pressure on your knees, by the way. Right? They're just down. They don't have to be down. You can have them up here. 5. So you're kind of in a plank, but you're supported. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, switch arms. It's easier to put the weight into the hand than putting the weight on the floor and picking it up. Easier, but more stable for your shoulder. All right, so your legs can be up in a plank or on your knees. In 3, 2, go. 10, 9, 8. There's not a whole lot of pressure in this plank position because your body is supported. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Put the weight down. Now, come onto your hands. Bring your fingertips into the center so that the fingers point in, palms out. Lean a little forward. This is going to be wrist intensive. So, if this doesn't work, but you can do a push-up, because the wrist intensive is just on this unstable surface, or you can do the push-up on the floor, or go into some skull crushers. Right, hinge forward a little bit. Stay on your knees unless you're feeling really strong. Bend the elbows and press up. Down, up. 2. If your ball is not well hydrated, right, not inflated enough, it's going to be really challenging. 5. Let me see your row. 6. All right. Just the chest goes up and down. For you, you should be off the ball more. I'm sorry. 8, 9, and for Michelle, she just loves push-ups. And 10. Good, she's great at it. All right, stretch out. So, if you're going over the ball like this, and you're walking your hands forward, the more of your body that's on the ball, the easier. That's okay. But make sure you're going to get down and up with your shoulders over your elbows, wrists to start, right? You could be here, you could be further out, but you don't want to just be this. You don't want to be that game that you put like water and there's a duck and it takes the penny from your mouth and it bobs into the water. You're not just bobbing into the water, okay? Back to concentration curls. Preacher curls. Right arm bends. Your whole arm is now on the ball. Left arm can be on your bicep, just to remind you. 3, 2, go, 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. My suggestion, 1, change arms at the top and switch. 3, 2, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put the weight down carefully. Take your hands on the ball. Bring your fingertips towards each other. Lean slightly forward. You might have to walk your hands back a little bit. Or if you're coming onto the floor with the ball under your body, walk your hands forward more, so less chest on the ball. Oh, good, Michelle. You could go all the way to your toes, you know. All right, 3, 2, and go. 10. You could do it just a regular push-up as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see that I'm the only one doing the hands. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Did I see the hands pointing in towards each other? Those of you who are not on the ball, okay. Lay on your backs. Have some weights nearby. Oh, actually, don't lay on your back. Don't lay on your back just yet. Grab 2 heavier weights, or 1 heavy weight is fine. 1 super heavy weight, 2 heavier weights. We're going to come back to laying down on the ball. So your hips are going to be either all the way to the floor, and see, that's why I don't do that. You either lean against your ball, right, or because it does tend to move, you might want to stay in kind of a bridge position. So my hips are not on the floor. All right, then, before you do that, grab yourself some weights nearby. All right, so set it up. I was just demonstrating. All right, now I'm going to come onto the ball, and like we were doing the bridges before, I got to get this ball in a better place. All right, come on. There you go. All right, woo. Arms arms at your collarbones on arms over your collarbones. So you can be in a full bridge, or you can be in this inclined position. If you're in a full bridge, you're now flat. If you're in this hip down position, you're inclined. So now the weight goes over your collarbones. 3, 2, go for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7. So again, if your hips are up in a bridge and it's fine, you're in a flat bench. If your hips are down, it's more of a decline. 3, or incline. 3, 2, 1. Substitute one weight only. Take it over your head. Now, you can straighten the arms and pull back and come back in and crunch. My ball is just not going on a straight line. So arms back, legs a little straighter. So you're stretching out, and then you're coming in, and you can lift your head and shoulders and crunch. All the way back, straighten the arms, legs. Exhale, crunch, 3. Good. Straighten. The legs don't have to go all the way straight, probably not. 3, 4. Stretch. 5. Stretch. So now you are rolling the ball back and forth. 7, 8. 2 more. 9. 1 more. 10. Okay. All right, I don't want to let go of my ball because it was so hard to place the last time. Arms up. Again, choose if you're going to be in an incline or a flat bench. Flat bench over your chest. 3, 2, go 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1 more. 1, put one weight down, take the other weight. You're going to roll over the ball and straighten your arms and legs, or pull the arms back. And then when you come down, you're going to come up and chop crunch. So straighten the arms and legs, not all the way for the legs probably, and come up and crunch. All the way back. And crunch. Good. 4. And crunch. 5. 6. Make sure you don't whip your head around. You don't even have to lift your head up off the ball, okay? So I'll show you that just right here. 2 more. Just let your body kind of tell you where you need to be. And 10. Now I'm going to come down and I'll come off my ball. All right, put your weights down off to the side. Let's go down onto our backs. Have your ball, have a ball nearby. Okay? Not nearby, right there. All right, put your legs on the ball so that your knees are bent on the ball. Your feet are hanging off, okay? So just a tabletop position supported. Good, I'll wait. It's okay. It's probably easier if you lay down. Okay, so now just keep your left leg on the ball. Lift your right leg in the air. Open your arms to a T. Keep the right arm out, take the left hand behind your head. Lift up and rotate to the right side and come back down. So your left leg is supported. Your right leg is up and we're twisting to the outside of the right leg. 3 and 4. Come back down. And 5. And down. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. Lower down onto the ball. Keep both legs on the ball, but squeeze the ball. Open your knees a little bit wider. Squeeze the ball off the floor by holding it with your heels and activate your hamstrings. Hands behind your head. Pull your belly in. You might even lift your hips up an inch or a millimeter. Head and shoulders up for 10. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs down, hips down. Right leg stays, arms open up to a T. Left leg in the air, right hand behind your head. 3, 2, twist. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay down. Hands behind the head, both hands, both sides of your head. Open your legs a little wider. Dig your heels into the ball and lift your hips up or your legs up, and maybe you lift your hips up. 10 crunches, 3, 2, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Lower your legs. Stretch your legs all the way out in front of you. Long legs. Heels are on the ball. Yeah, so walk it out a little bit more. Good. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. Good. Now draw your left leg in. Lift your head and shoulders up. Extend your left leg out, head and shoulders down. Good. Keep going like that. So it's a hip stretch and a crunch. It's 2. It's a topping and a dessert. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to hold the last one up. 9. Now hold 10 up. Put your head and shoulders down. And release your arms and draw the left leg a little bit closer into your hips. Your hips will lift a little bit, maybe a lot for some. And then stretch the leg out. Stretch both legs out. Heels on the ball. Left ankle above the right knee. Hands behind the head. Legs going to come in, body's going to come up in 3, 2, go. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, 1 more, hold it in, head and shoulders down. Keep drawing the right leg in a little bit closer. Ooh. And then release it. Both legs out. Just let them stretch out. Good. All right. Come off the ball for a moment. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. Move your ball back so you have space to move your torso over it. This is, we're just going to do some spinal extension to counterpose the crunching. So walk the ball back as far back as you can towards your legs. Lift your hips up. 2 options. You can keep your knees down, or you can lift your legs up. You can have your hands on the ball and just lift your torso, or you can put your hands behind your head, and that's where I slide. So I guess I'm just going to keep my hands on the floor of the ball and lift up. All right, so let's do that. We'll do maybe just 5 of these. 2, good. Don't make it so much a push-up, make it just more about your back. 4, and 5. Good, now walk your hands forward, come onto your forearms, get to the point where your belly button is just off the ball. Legs can be a little wider, and lift just the lower body up. Ready? Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back. Whatever you did the first time, try it again. Good. Extension of the spine. 5, 4, 3. Yeah, I would do it the other way, but my legs slide. 2, and 1. Walk it forward to your forearms. Get your belly button off the floor, off the ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and push all the way back. Take the ball out in front of you for child's pose. There you go. Back to that. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Walk over to the right side. Walk over to the left side. And like we started, come back to the center. Come to your hands and knees, send your right foot forward. Roll the ball out in front of you, come to your forearms here. And just kind of settle into this hip flexor stretch. Relax the shoulders, but don't collapse. Straighten your right leg and keep the ball out in front of you. Fold. Come back up to your hands and knees. Switch legs. Right leg back, left leg forward, then hinge forward. Come onto your forearms, pinky edges of the foot, of the hand. Drop the right hip down. And breathe. Inhale as you straighten your front leg, walk the arms out forward. And come on, back up to kneeling, hands on the ball, knees on the floor, cat and cow once again, back parallel to the floor, round your spine, and release it. And round it, release it, and round it, release it, roll it all the way into your knees, use it to help you stand up. When you're standing up, I'm going to move this way so you can see. Roll the ball out in front of you again. Like a downward facing dog. Soft bend in the knees, biceps by the ears. Keep your left hand on, take your right hand to your left ankle or shin or foot and twist. Hug your hips to midline. Inhale to the center. Left hand grabs the outside of the right foot, shin or ankle, twist. Come back to center. Round your back. Press down, roll up. Stand up tall. You can just put the ball between your thighs. Stretch your arms up overhead. Grab your left wrist, lean right. Inhale, center, grab your right wrist, lean left. Inhale, center, arms up. Open up your chest, shoulders, bring the arms behind you. Interlace your fingers, palms together, knuckles down. And then softly fold over your legs. And it's okay, the head will touch the ball. Or if the ball's not there, then just slowly fold. Nice massage for the spot, for the forehead. Tuck your chin to your chest, roll up. Stretch your arms up. Exhale, open your arms, thumbs up. Hug yourself, pat yourself on the back, open up. Hug yourself on the other side, pat on the back, open up. Give yourselves a hand. It's not easy on Friday at 4:30, so thank you so much for being here. Stay home, stay fit, stay healthy.